I feel it is incumbent upon me to offer a strong preface to this video as I get started. I am not a Nickelback fan. All their songs sound the same. I got a lot of the same complaints you guys do about Nickelback. Douche rock, suck-ass rock, can't stand it. I had to suffer through this crap for a while. My wife, she was a fan of theirs for a minute. God, it just sucked. Alright, they're just way too commercial. They're complete sellouts. Well, you can't really call them a sellout. I mean, their song, they kind of focused everything they ever did to be a commercial band, which is one of the reasons I hate them. So I'm not going to try to make a case on why you should hate them. And Chad Kroeger, is that his name, Chad Kroeger? Ugh. Yeah, let's rip your vocal styling from Gavin Rossdale. That's everything you need to know. That they're ripping off from Bush. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, old Chad Kroeger. Yeah, he actually broke down songs, like real popular songs, what made them popular, then kind of try to write in that vein, so that he can also write hits. It's one of the reasons I don't like him. And here's another reason to hate Chad Kroeger on a personal note. He talked trash on Slipknot for a while. Talking about, hey, if your music's good enough, you shouldn't need a gimmick like those masks. Really? So Alice Cooper, Kiss, Gore, Marilyn Manson, and White Zombie can all kiss your ass, huh? Yeah. Chad Kroeger, Nickelback. So why am I making this video? What kind of case am I going to make for Nickelback? Well, really, it just comes down to one. They signed with Roadrunner Records and stayed with them. Stayed with them for the first 6 albums of their career, which were huge albums, unfortunately for all of us. But yeah, huge albums, sold millions of copies. I mean, their 5th album itself went, diamond in 2017. And they sold 50 million albums worldwide overall as of 2011. That's 7 years ago. So who is Roadrunner Records? Well, they're a label. They specialize in extreme metal, death metal, even some new metal, but, all kinds of genres of metal. Just hard stuff, underground stuff mostly. Stuff like Machine Head, Stone Sour, Slipknot, Trivium, Killswitch Engage, Opeth, Sepultura, Gojira, Soulfly, Fear Factory, Typo Negative, Cold Chamber, Devil Driver, and many others. So first you might say, well, why in the hell they signed Nickelback? Well, in 95, one of their guys went and saw Nickelback play, and it took them 3 months to convince Roadrunner Records to sign them. But it was actually a really good move. As I said before, with all those millions of albums, they are by far the biggest selling album Roadrunner's ever had, or biggest selling group, I should say. Now, why is that important? Who gives a damn, right? Well, think about where we are in today's landscape. I mean, this is like a desert of metal. The entire mainstream has shunned metal for hip-hop and a lot of this trash alternative computerized bullshit music that they're throwing out now. So, who cares, right? Well, think about all the millions Roadrunner has made and all the bands it has allowed them to sign. Even though metal is down, it's purely underground now. It really has allowed Roadrunner to keep trucking along, signing these bands and giving them hope, giving them a way to make a living. And like I said, the first 6 albums, those huge albums, they didn't leave Roadrunner. They stayed with them. Bands like Metallica, Megadeth, Nirvana, they didn't stay with their original label. Nirvana started out on Sub Pop and went to Geffen. Metallica was at Megaforce Records, and they went to Elektra. And I can't remember, I think it was Combat Records for Megadeth, and they ended up going to Capitol Records. But Nickelback didn't make that move. They stayed with Roadrunner. You know, and look, I'm not saying Roadrunner was small time, but you know, probably the biggest act they've ever had was probably Slipknot. But you know, even Slipknot, as far as just album sales, worldwide touring, paled in comparison to what Nickelback was doing. You know, Nickelback could have said, well, you know, like a business move, we need to go and get on a more of a pop type of label that know how to handle guys like us. But to their credit, throughout their the bulk of their popularity, they stayed with Roadrunner, which, like I said, allowed Roadrunner to help keep metal alive till today. So there's one piece of respect, one point of respect I'll give Nickelback. You know, other than that, please continue to hate them. It doesn't matter. Screw this band. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back with some other BS. Bye.